Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Thursday, July 8th edition of our video devotionals. Hope your Thursday's going well. I know right here in North Carolina, maybe the whole entire state, we're getting some good rain from the remnants of hurricane or tropical storm Elsa, and should rain good part of the day, so that's good. We need it, and it's a kind of relief from the hot weather anyway. So that's great, and otherwise, hope your Thursday's going well. And we started our theme on Monday using the book of Proverbs, and today we're going to be in chapter 22, and we'll give you a chance to find that if it is your custom to follow along. We're going to read verses 17 through 21 and give you some insights from that. Otherwise, thank you so much who watch our videos, and we appreciate you very much, and hopefully these will continue to be an encouragement to us. And again, when it's coming from the Word of God and we just pretty much center in on that, then there's no way really that it can't help. And that's just the way the Word of God is. So let's go ahead and jump into things here. So Proverbs 22:17 says this: "Bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee. They shall withal be fitted in thy lips, that thy trust may be in the Lord. I have made known to thee this day, even to thee. Have not I written to thee excellent things and counsels and knowledge?" And then here's the last verse, verse 21. "That I might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that sin unto thee." So we're just going to take some elements from most of these verses here. In verse 17, here's how I see this in my mind's eye. It says, "Bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise." You know what? My mind and what I see. I see someone like myself literally bowing down to hear what someone's saying that's perhaps older, perhaps bedridden. They can't speak loudly like they used to. Their volume is greatly restricted now because of their age, but they have wisdom. They have experience of life, and therefore wisdom coming with that. So I just can't help but see the bowing down to listen to what someone's got to say, and that's what I see there. And of course, it's basically, you'd be amazed where you're going to find wisdom. Sometimes from places you wouldn't often go. Sometimes we minimize people that we say, well, what do they have to offer? But there's a lot of people who have many things to offer. But this bowing down to get the wisdom. It's a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee, they shall withal be fitted in thy lips. I like that. In other words, whatever you hear is going to eventually be where it's going to come out from your mouth, and you're going to be able to use it. And I think that's good. Then skipping down to verse number 20, "Have not I written to thee excellent things?" Is not the Bible excellent? That's basically like saying the sun is hot, or it's just like it's an absolute. The Bible is the most excellent book if you even were to even dare compare it to any other literature, any other writings at all. It's excellent things, and we need excellent things. There's so many inferior things being spoken today and followed and all of that, but the excellent things. And then verse 21, I want to kind of zero in on this and spend the most time. "That I might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth," the certainty of it. In other words, we speak and we say this is the truth. Last night at church we were talking about soul winning. And I said, there was a day in which, trying to get God's people to go soul winning, it was not a matter of if it's right to go soul winning. It was always accepted that it was right to go soul winning, to win souls. And it just seemed like the idea was to get people to go do it because it's certainly right to do. Now the day is that you've got people that say it's not even right to do. In other words, they use the ideas of Calvinism and Reformed theology as they talk about. In other words, saying, well, if God's chosen some and God's not picked some, then why would we even attempt to have any human involvement at all? So the point I'm making right here, using this truth right here, is I let the people know, I said, look, we either got to believe it's right to do, and if we don't do it, then it's wrong not to do it, or we're just going to say, it's not right to do it all, therefore that's why we don't win souls. And I believe I showed with certainty some basic scriptures about how that soul winning souls is it's an involvement that we're supposed to be involved in, and there is a human element in telling other people about the truth. So the point I'm making about this is I was making it certain, the certainty of the truth of that. And that's like anything. Wisdom is saying, look, you need to know the certainty of what truth is. And when you know the certainty of it and the absoluteness of it, then the performance of that then becomes either easier or it becomes even more of an obligation because it's certain. They're certain. Just like I'm certain that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. And that's kind of what preaching is. It's putting an exclamation mark on truth and making it certain in the minds of people, in the hearts of people. So I like that. And then, of course, it says that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that send unto thee. You need to know how to answer people. Now, there's some things you don't have to answer. Sometimes people get you in a position to say things just because they're trying to get you to say something so they can use it against you. But as a rule, when you say what you say, obviously it ought to be the truth. You understand that. But there are going to be people that's going to question you about things and they want an answer. In other words, they're not trying to criticize, they're not trying to trap you, they're trying to get an answer. And when you know the certainty of truth, then it makes the answer that you give that much more, I think, deliverable to those people because they see the fact that you believe it and you're certain of it and you're trying to help them understand it, just like your children. If your children know that you love the Lord and you believe in the Word of God and you believe in going to church and doing right and all of that, then you can with certainty tell them that, and they're going to get the idea that, man, this is a big deal, and they're more likely to live it. Now, if you're going to be up and down and you're not going to promote the Word of God, you're not going to promote church, you're not going to promote authority, all these kind of things, and you understand how a younger generation is just certainly not going to gravitate toward it, not grasp it, then eventually not live it. So there's nothing wrong with being certain about what you believe. And I think that's kind of what's being said here, to know the certainty of the words of truth. And so I think that's something that we need to be sure of it. And we need to tell other people, let people know, especially when they are asking, especially when they're inquiring and wanting to know what's right, what's wrong, and how to live, and be certain about these things. And I think that's important. So we hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow as we end this theme from the book of Proverbs. Hope you have a great day. Stay dry, stay safe, of course, and we'll see you tomorrow.